So I think that minority kids in urban communities struggle so much, basically because it goes back to historical and even present day racism. That's basically put minorities, especially Black and Hispanic communities, in lower economic stratas, and it's really affected their family life. And I think family is kind of the main reason um, that young urban minority kids are struggling so much in school. I think schools kind of get a bad rap because these types of children struggle so much. But I think a school has a lot less to do with how a kid does than what actually goes on outside of school. Not that schools can't do a lot, but I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. But like going back to family life, just a lot of kids coming from single parent households, not having that father figure in the household, does a number psychologically on a kid that can really affect him negatively. Having a parent that works all day, that maybe doesn't have the time to give them academically what they need to succeed. Um, Kids may be running around at home alone during the day. All and this is all kind of under the umbrella of living an impoverished lifestyle, which can still be very healthy, but oftentimes causes a lot of stress for students. These stresses involve just not having the money itself, not knowing where you're gonna live from week to week, not knowing if you're gonna have enough food, um, and with that, living in neighborhoods that you know definitely oftentimes do not have the best role models. Seeing poor decision making all around you, and not seeing successful successful people that really stress academia. I mean, this all kind of gathers together and leads to poor performance in schools among children. Now, I said schools shouldn't be blamed as much as they do, but they definitely can do a lot to help. And I think that one teacher really can have a serious impact on a child. Um, I think that I could have a serious impact on children. I mean, if you ask my class this year, I am on them like flies. Where is your work? All the time. What can we do? When can we get this done? I always tell them I'll be in there before school. I'll be in there at lunch. I'll be in there after school. Like, there's no reason why if you have any inkling to succeed at all, and believe me, I push them to try to succeed, that we can't get this thing done. Positive reinforcement is really my main motivator. I don't really believe in negativity. Sometimes you have to use it when you need to, and I'm not afraid to use it. But uh, encouragement, letting them know that they can do it, that you really do believe in it. Whenever they do anything, even if it's something little right, you gotta tell them that that's great. Especially if they're the kids that struggle, they're the kids with low self esteem. That's key. Okay. What I also think I'd like to show them is the importance of education. Okay, not I mean, what are grades anyway? They don't mean anything, unless you do something with them at some point. Okay, at the very least, you gotta graduate. Okay, you gotta graduate. Okay, how are you gonna get a job if you don't graduate? I'm just stressing that over and over and over. In addition to that, a skill in something, whether I mean, if they have any inkling to go to college, I mean, that'd be outstanding, and you always push that. But a skill, everyone should obtain a skill at some point, after high school. It doesn't matter, cooking, welding, whatever. It doesn't matter. Um, trying to get just get them thinking early on. What do you like? What are you into? If if there's something outside of school, if there's something that the school provides, a program that you're interested in, get in there. Okay, just stay on them. Let them make them think about the future. Remind them of the importance of the future. On a regular basis. That's something key that the teacher can and should do. Okay, um, as I said, I want to be available inside of school, outside of school. Um, you know, email, phone. If that's doable. Very accessible. I want to be seen in the community. Okay, I think that's a big thing. Okay, for them to know that I am a community member. I don't come from outside the city in to teach. Okay, I'm there. I shop there. I play there. I live there. And I want to be at the point. I was thinking about this today. I want to be at the point where kids can go, that's Mr. Moore's house, and they know that they're welcome at Mr. Moore's house anytime. School year, summer, whenever. Okay, and I'll welcome them in, and we can have a talk. We can chat about schoolwork, or we can just chat about whatever. The important thing is I want to be seen in the community. I want to work in the community. I want to improve these communities. I want to volunteer. Okay, I have the experience. The social justice type work that I've done before. I really want to continue. There's so much that needs to be done. There's so much experience that these kids bring in that can be useful. That they can bring to the class. They can teach me. Okay, and validating those experiences is key. And in the end, it's all about validation and respect. I know I went way over time. I'm really excited to meet you guys. Hope to hear from you soon.